Okay, so just want to make a little update on how I'm doing with my wells water. This is actually the first time, or springs water. The first time I actually cover this, or make a video about this, about our spring water or wells water. Cooking and cleaning, or mainly it's cooking because this water is so precious. No, I don't even use the store-bought one. We bought these during the pandemic and we saved the bottles. Funny thing is, I learned a few things. Most importantly, our health, it's a lot better. Sadly, even potatoes, we cut them up and we actually have to rinse in that water. Here's what I found out. Funny, and here's what I found out. Our salad has been left out for 2 days and not in the fridge. And look how fresh it still is. There is no way that you can leave salad out like this for 2 days in a normal condition room or kitchen or whatever. Look how fresh it still is. I just broke them by hand. I did not cut them, because cut them, you will see something like this right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in the camera. If you cut them, you're going to see something like that right there with a knife. So what you do is cut the core and then just break it by hand and then rinse it out. See how if you cut them by, this is by the factory. Okay? So if you cut them, you cut the core and then split out by hand and then rinse it out with your spring water or wells water. And even if you leave it out, you can see it's all dry. I left this out by accident. Usually I put them in the fridge. I left it out by accident. I said, oh my God, I forgot all about it. It would have been wilted and dead and messed up by now. I opened it up. No, it is not. It actually lasts longer when you rinse with wells water, or in this case, spring water. And this video I wanted to do for a long time, because it's been close to 1 year now that I've been only use spring water or wells water. I get it from my grandma's house with the wells water, and then the spring water I use it to cook, I use it to rinse, I use it to do things with it. Although I live in the city is only for washing and bathing and stuff. I do not drink any of those. I only drink wells or spring water. Also too, I actually made a little video. It's a little filtering. I'll leave a link up here for you, okay? I made a little filter. Actually, I made 2 of them. But those videos will be right up here. I made them to filter things out, like bacteria. Although some you cannot because it's so small. But I have 2 filters up here. It's the ceramic one and then I have the one that is actually the regular filter up to 1 micron. I will leave them all both up here, so that way you can copy it if you want. Okay, cheap but very effective, because you know, if I'm on this journey, you know, I'm going to be a pro at it. Pretty soon I'm going to be a pro at it. I will make a separate playlist, and I will leave them up here if you want to do those. I am very opposed to store-bought big jugs like this, because they put in, they run through their reverse osmosis. But two things that I'm very opposed to reverse osmosis is the carbon filter, and then the UV light. Those are the two that I'm very opposed to. Okay, if you know about my channel, I am very opposed to anything to do with electricity, man-made, and that's how I become so healthy now. I was never healthy, not only in my EMF journeys, but to also start with this too, because of the pandemic. I had a lot of time and stuff, so I get to go to the spring and I get to get water and experiment, blah blah blah. But this video is just a sneak peek of what I've done for the past year. And for example of the salad, I left it out. This is by evening it would be almost a little bit more than 48 hours. Yep, so it's 2 days, and I think it's about 2 days and 4 hours right now, so 52 hours. And I left it out by accident because I didn't, I did this before, but I didn't leave it out like that. And I said to myself, oh my, if I leave it out like that, it would have been bad by now. So that's what I learned from using spring water or Wells water. And then when I did this here, the potatoes, I have to actually cook in the spring water, and I have to actually pour it in here, rinse it out before I actually cook. I know it's a sad road, but it's a healthier road for me. And if you ever need to find a spring, or even close to you, right up here, if you have a good roof on your where you are and stuff, and you can get rainwater, that would be another plus too, because rainwater will help you too. Believe it or not, rainwater, you can filter it out using the filter that I have up here, and you can pretty much use it to soak things or whatever. Although the environment is pretty bad, but you can still use, I will still trust rainwater versus city water. And my city's water is really bad, so this is the route that I take. And like I said, because of the pandemic, I learned a lot. And also too is that I will make a new separate one here, and I'll list everything there, what I've learned about through spring water and Wells water and everything else. Okay, so I hope this video is educational, but at the same time, I hope you learned something from it. And most importantly, I am very against carbon cartridges in reverse osmosis or the store-bought stuff, and UV light, because they want to protect us so much that they put UV light in. But UV light have what? Radiation, and then radiation decay. So and oh, because of those two, I was able to find out why my throat was always thirsty, and then my throat was hurting because of it, and the UV light. So radiation, or bad radiation, blah blah blah. So that's how I know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something from the video. I will see you in the next video.